why I don't do response videos. As a creator on YouTube, it doesn't matter what topic you cover. You're gonna have people with smaller channels try to traffic leech off of your views and your subscribers and your clicks, right? Because it's always going to be a smaller, much smaller channel that tries to expose you and do these videos so that they can get clicks, right? They can ride the coattails of your success. And sadly, a lot of creators, I'd say most creators I've seen, even many that I've respected, have gotten into it with these smaller channels and have done these back and forth videos, and it just comes off as low value, right? You end up losing respect for that person because you start to see that person no longer as the hero they once were in your mind, but now they're just like everybody else, right? They're just as petty as the next guy. And so I don't do response videos personally just because it violates my own, philosophy of what I teach you guys. I like to lead by example, right? Unlike many creators out there, right? They don't lead by example. They just talk a big game, but you never see them. The way they act and behave versus what they teach you, or there's just this huge incongruency. Whereas with me, I don't want that to ever be the case, right? I like to be congruent with who I am, online and offline, right? You see the way I conduct myself. You see the way I behave. It's exactly how I teach you. Okay, so you know that there's that authenticity there, right? I don't tell you to do one thing and then I go act out a different way. No. I live what I teach, right? I teach what I live and I live what I teach. Unlike many in this space, especially the red pill space, a lot of hypocrites out there, right? A lot of these dudes are hypocrites, especially the guys at the top, all right? And some of those guys have done like these videos on me, right? When they have smaller channels. I don't know if their channels have ever caught up. I don't watch their content, right? Because I have better things to do. But my philosophy has always been this, and it's the same thing I teach you guys. Let your results speak for itself, right? There are always going to be people who talk about you. There are always going to be people who gossip about you. There are always going to be people who badmouth you or run a smear campaign, right? We call them low-value people, low-value males, or low-value females, right? Either or. It goes for both genders, right? It's just low value what they do, right? Instead of them, because if you think about it, you really don't need to expose anyone, right? I mean, the free market, I believe in the free market. The free market is always going to speak for itself, right? The free market is going to decide where customers go, right? If Burger King ran a smear campaign on McDonald's, would you never buy a Big Mac again? No, you wouldn't care because Big Macs taste good, right? When you're craving it, let's be honest here. Sometimes you're just craving that number one meal, right? With the Big Mac, the fries, and the soda. Sometimes it's good, right? I like to eat healthy, but every once in a while, I'm feeling McDonald's, right? And I got to get that Big Mac meal. I could care less how much gossip or smear campaign that Burger King or Carl's Jr. is running on McDonald's. I'm still going to go. Why? Because they have a good product, right? Yeah, it's not the healthiest product, let's be honest, but it tastes good. In that sense, it's a good product. So I let my results speak for itself. I let my product speak for itself. And if you don't like it, you wouldn't be subscribed to my channel. You wouldn't be watching me right now, right? My other channel, 33 Secrets, has grown to close to 300K subscribers. So, and I'm very proud of that. And that happened because I give value, right? I give value in my content. Same with this channel. It's a smaller channel. My AlphaMaleSecrets were, around 70, closing in on 70 soon. But yet, the reason why I even have that many subscribers here is because I give value, right? And that's why you're here, right? I mean, again, I let my results speak for itself. Right? I don't need to get on a megaphone. I don't need to get on my soapbox with a megaphone and go, guys, my channel's better. I don't need to do that. I don't need to. And anybody who does, I mean, it really just, it says a whole lot more about them than it does about me or anybody else they're trying to expose, right? So yeah, I've had so many guys too, like, oh my gosh, this guy just did an expose video on it. Do a response, because you're wanting to see that, you're wanting that that dopamine hit of, like two people, gossiping about each other or smearing each other. And I'm a grown man. I don't get involved in that, right? I mean, I consider myself an adult, and I'm not a toddler, not a child. I don't act like one. And I like to set a good example for not only you guys being my subscribers, but family members. I have a lot of nephews in my family, nieces, who watch my channel, watch my content. This is also why I don't curse in my coaching videos, because I want to set a good example. I want to be better. Is it easier to curse like a sailor and smear other people and get back at them and do all this and sink into that lower consciousness, and eat bad food all day? Absolutely. Absolutely, it's easier. But I don't take the easy path. I take the harder path because I have that self-discipline. And it's like, self-discipline's like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. But when you don't exercise it, you just kind of fade away into like a, a soft, cream puff, right? Which is what many of those dudes are. So yeah, I don't do response videos for that fact. Just the fact that I rather let my results, my content speak for itself. The results of my students, their success, speak for itself. And I am going to start putting together more compilation videos of students I've had that have become wildly successful in life, that have surpassed me. I want to put a compilation of that and use that as a trailer, probably on my 33 Secrets, or maybe even this channel in the future. But I very much like to let my results speak for itself. I like to point to the scoreboard and go, look at the score, look at the scoreboard, bitch, right? That's what the score is, right? Because I used to play sports, and I remember specifically there was this one team that we were wiping out. And then it was like 30 to 0 or 33 to 0, and then they finally like did something small, like kicked a field goal and put like 3 points on, so we couldn't blow them out. Finally got a field goal, right? Put 3 points on, but these dudes were celebrating like they just won the Super Bowl. I'm like, and they were getting in our faces, like, after kicking a field goal, dude, we're up by 30, right? You just kicked a field goal. And they were like, yeah. And I was like, they're getting in our faces. And I just remember going, look at the scoreboard, bitch, right? Look at the scoreboard. It's 33. There's no way. We're in the fourth quarter here. You're done. And they were, by the way. They didn't put any more points on the board. But that's my philosophy to life, is look at the scoreboard, right? And hey, if I'm losing right now, and if I'm not doing well, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being honest with myself and say, hey, I'm not doing great right now. I need to work on this. And this is why when I was broke, when I lost all the money that I made in my corporate job back in the late 2000s, and I was trying to build my business, this is why, I wasn't chest pounding. I wasn't doing a victory lap. I wasn't walking around acting like I'm like, all big and bad. Instead, I kind of had my head down, right? Because I was about to hit my 40s, and here I am broke. I had nothing to talk about. I had nothing to brag about, and that's okay. Why? Because I'm honest with myself. I'm honest. When I'm not doing well, I'm not doing well. I can't say anything, right? Whereas a lot of people out there, a lot of guys especially, they're not doing well, and instead of having some humility, they look at somebody who's doing better than them and then try to pull them down. That is some like weak ass beta behavior right there, right? That is just total low value male type of behavior, right? And this is why they never get anywhere in life, right? They really never have any like big successes. They might be able to get by, right? Making a little money to get by, but they never do anything big with themselves. It just goes back to their attitude and also the way they treat people, right? I've said before, I will never, even if there's somebody out there that is doing something I don't like, that is doing something wrong, that I feel like, oh, they need to be exposed, it's not going to be me to do it, right? It's not going to be me who's going to do it, because I'm always going to let the free market speak for itself, right? It's not my job to go out there and police the world, right? Much less do I have time for that. I have bigger fish to fry. So it makes you wonder, like, the people who do that, do you have just too much time on your hands? Do you have any goals of your own, or do you think you're so perfect that you don't make mistakes, that you can't be exposed? So yeah, I don't look at that as my job to do that, because again, I do have bigger fish to fry. I've got other businesses. I've got my dogs to care for. I've got charities that that I want to put more effort and energy towards funding, like positive charities. And I have family. I have aging parents. There's just other places I'd rather spend my time. And if I'm not doing any of that, I'd rather lay at the beach relaxing with my thoughts, right? I'd rather do that than sit at home and go on YouTube and go, let me expose this guy, and expose him, traffic leech. Yeah, that is childish. And as I was saying, I'm not a child. I'm a grown man, and I don't behave that way. And I would not want my family to see me behaving that way. I would not want people who follow me, like you guys, to see me behave that way, much less, my nephews, my nieces, and, anybody else out there, right? I don't want to set that example for the world. I mean, it just goes back to that old expression, be the change that you want to see in the world. What change you want to see in the world? Be that, right? You have to be that. Is it easy for me to trash another channel right now with over, if I add in this channel, over 350,000 subscribers? Absolutely. I could put some of these channels to bed if I wanted to, right? I could easily thrash them, and there's plenty of material out there, right? I haven't seen a single exposed video where I could have easily demolished like that. I could have easily demolished, right? And it takes a lot of self-control not to do it, because there were times where I was tempted to do it, even just hop on my phone and do a quick response, and I could have easily destroyed them and their channel, and I did not, right? I will let karma find them, right? I will let the free market speak for itself. I will let my content, my work, speak for itself. I will let the success of my students speak for itself, because at the end of the day, I just point to the scoreboard. I go, look at the scoreboard, bitch, right? While those exposed, like smear channel gossiper channels want to do their exposed videos, go ahead and waste your time doing that while they're living in their mom's basement, or going out, or living in their tiny junior 1-bedroom apartment in a crap part of town, driving their, $500 Craigslist Toyota. I'm here in my Lambo. I'm here living my gated community. I'm here doing well, right? And I'm teaching you to do the same. I am here proving my worth by letting my actions and my results speak for itself, because that's what men do, right? That's what men do. You can't change people's opinions, right? And the guys who fall into that, like sometimes I remember reading, I haven't seen any in a while, but I remember scrolling through some of the content, like guys like, yeah, you got him, yeah, oh man, this one was so good, dude. I see those guys, I feel sorry for them, because they're living in such this low vibrational state where, and I'm not surprised, because the guys that follow them are just like them, right? Just like you guys, the guys who follow me are really just like me, right? We have the same mindset. That's why you follow me, because you feel like, shoot, I would be friends with this guy. We would have a good time together, right? We would hang out, right? I mean, that's why you follow me, right? And we would do high value things. We wouldn't be doing low value things. We would be doing high value things. We would be changing our lives, and we would be changing the world. And that's what this channel is about, guys. It's not about gossiping like a little bitch, or spreading rumors like a little girl, no, it's about being a man, how to be a real alpha male. That was the whole concept of this channel. And again, I live by that example, right? I do exactly as I teach you guys. But as always, guys, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Anything you'd like to add, anything you'd like to share, please drop them in the comments below, and I'll see you there in my comments. Until next time, this is Matt Cross from AlphaMaleSecrets, signing out here with my Lamborghini. Just got this car, very excited about it. We're going to be featuring it a lot more here on the channel in the next coming months, the next coming years. Going to be keeping this for a little while. I still have my DeLorean, by the way. So not selling the DeLorean, but going to be enjoying this car for a little while here. And if you want to see the process of me purchasing this car, just go to my Instagram, my IG, at Matt Cross Official. Follow me on there. Been posting a lot of videos about this car. I was working on this deal for over 2 months. Finally got it closed. I was on a hunt for this car, looking for this car for over 2 years, trying to find one in Rosa Festo Red, which is the color of this vehicle. Rosa Festo Red is probably hands down one of the rarest colors for the Lamborghini. It's also a $14,880 option, so it's a pretty rare find. It's a fully loaded vehicle. But I'm going to do a full review on the car here on my channel pretty soon, if it's not up already. So yeah, follow me at Matt Cross Official. The same guy who delivered my DeLorean also delivered the Lamborghini. His name is TJ at Florida Exotic Transport. If you happen to purchase a muscle car, collector car, exotic car, he's your man for delivery. Funny enough, I bought this car also sight unseen, like I did my DeLorean. Just when you get these deals, you just have to jump on it, right? You just have to jump on it, man. But as always, gentlemen, don't forget to smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and smash that notification bell as well, so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Helps me out a ton when you guys actually subscribe to the channel and you just don't take off on me. So subscribe to the channel, helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this insane red pill, gold pill, platinum pill content that I'm teaching you here on my channel, best way to do that is becoming basically a subscriber of my premium AlphaMaleSecrets channel. Right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of premium AlphaMaleSecrets content from me, so take advantage of it. All you need to do is click the link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. Just takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I'll see you in my next coaching video. I'm out. Woo!